ABC 10 News at 5 starts with breaking news. Governor Gavin Newsom has just signed legislation. A special election will happen this November to approve new congressional districts.
We'll be the first state in U.S. history to, in the most democratic way, submit to the people of our state the ability to determine their own maps.
The redistricting battle started in Texas, and it is now heading to California voters this fall. Hello, everyone. We do thank you for joining us on this busy Thursday. I'm Chris Thomas.
I'm Laura Painter. Lawmakers debated 3 pieces of legislation for hours today, passing a constitutional amendment, redrawn maps, and a bill that establishes and pays for a special election. We continue now with our live team coverage. ABC 10's Jeannie Nguyen has been at the Capitol all day and is standing by.
But we start with ABC 10's Garjpal Sangha. He's live at the California Democratic headquarters in downtown Sacramento. Governor Gavin Newsom is speaking to supporters tonight. And Garjpal, a lot has happened in just the last few hours.
Yeah, Chris and Laura, it certainly has. Right now, as you mentioned, we're waiting for Governor Gavin Newsom to start. Originally, that news conference was supposed to be at 4:30. Then it got pushed back to 5. And right now, we're just waiting for him to arrive. But as you take a look at the mics, they're right behind it. Yes on 50. That is the proposition. That is what they're going to be calling this. And the Proposition 50 is named for the 50 United States. Would allow Californians the opportunity to bring much needed oversight, according to the governor, and accountability to the Trump administration. But as we've reported on, this vote in the State Assembly and the Senate capped off a frantic week of debates on the map as lawmakers face a deadline to call the special election on the proposal, and that would appear as Proposition 50. Now, Democrats are saying that they've faced this because of the actions by Texas, but the state Republicans are calling this gerrymandering power grab. So right now we just got a mark from the officials here that he should be coming here in about 5 minutes. So as soon as he comes here, we will make sure to send it your way. Reporting live in downtown Sacramento, Garjpal Sangha, ABC 10.
Okay, Garjpal, you stand by. As soon as the governor steps to the mic, we'll try to check back in for the latest updates there. We thank you for that information.
And we're learning it wasn't without last-minute amendments and attempts to shut down the redistricting efforts. Let's get to ABC 10's Jeannie Nguyen now. She is live at the Capitol. Jeannie, what can you tell us about the amendments, the added amendments to this legislation?
Well, Laura, both the Senate and the Assembly had hours-long floor discussions this morning, with redistricting being the only topic at hand. Now, the discussions did get heated because there was a last-minute amendment that was added to this package. Now, ultimately, even with the disagreements and the amendments, this package did ultimately pass.
We are not intimidated, and we are acting openly, lawfully, with purpose and resolve to defend our state and to defend our democracy.
With a standing ovation, Speaker of the Assembly Robert Rivas's ACA 8 passed the Assembly on Thursday morning to amend the state constitution to bypass the Independent Redistricting Commission and use newly drawn maps. But its passage came with a last-minute amendment.
Does not have a trigger provision if Texas were to move forward with redistricting, that this would only go into effect if that happens.
The language initially said this would only be operative if Texas, Florida, or any other state adopts new congressional maps. The last-minute amendment now says this measure is in response to redistricting in Texas in 2025.
The legislature is entitled to propose amendments to the state constitution. And unlike Texas, we are taking it to the voters. We are acting now to save our future. I respectfully ask for an aye vote on AB 604.
Over in the Senate, Republicans attempted to offer their own amendments to prevent any member who voted for this legislation to be prohibited from running for office for 10 years.
What's happening here is simple. Gavin Newsom and Democrat politicians are trying to ram through a corrupt redistricting scheme to rig California's elections. It's undermining both the letter and the spirit of the California Constitution.
It comes as legal battles are possible. On Wednesday night, the California Supreme Court denied a request from state Republican lawmakers to pause this process. Now, some Republican leaders are calling on the Department of Justice to investigate what's happened at the Capitol over the past couple of weeks. Some updated information now that trigger language that was taken out of the constitutional amendment earlier this morning is now its own separate bill, which lawmakers are set to vote on Monday. And if it's passed by 2/3 of the lawmakers, the bill will allow California to move forward with redistricting only if another state adopts maps as well. For now, live at the Capitol, Jeannie Nguyen, ABC 10.
Yeah, certainly a dynamic evening with a lot of moving parts. Jeannie Nguyen, thank you for that update.
Well, tonight, the Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee, a national group that supports Democratic House candidates, is now applauding Governor Gavin Newsom and the legislation.
The group offered lawmakers the initial redrafted maps last Friday. Tonight, they say in part, quote, "There is too much at stake to not fight back. Costs are rising. The American people are struggling. The DCCC is ready to fight anywhere to take back the majority so that the People's House will again prioritize the people."